Alright guys, this is my first try. This is the demo for F1 2018. It's my first race, short quality, um, short practices also, 25% race distance, 100% AI driver level, um, just flashbacks, just performance, simulation, vehicle damage, safety car on, strict corner cutting stringency, manual restart, tire temperature simulation, and custom driving proficiency with everything off except for corners, manual gears. I don't have a clutch, and manual ERS. So then let's advance. Alright, this is my first time playing this game exactly, not my first time playing F1 game. I don't have a setup for the car, but since it's the demo, I'm probably just gonna get very into the demo and start playing with the setups. Maybe even try last year's setup, see the differences. But so far, this is just a test race, my first race in the F1 2018 demo.
Thanks for coming by. I'm sure you're very anxious to get out on track. It's taken a lot of effort to get to F1. Congratulations. But the real work starts now. This is...
Claire, motorsports journalist. Nice to meet you. You'll be seeing quite a lot of me throughout the season. So, you had a pretty impressive junior career. How are you feeling about your move into F1? Do you think you have what it takes?
Let's save the questions for a proper interview, shall we? I'm sure you'll have a lot more to talk about once there's been some action on track. I think we could fit you in after FP1 if you're free.
That works for me. I'll grab you the second you finish on the track.
Remember, the relationship you have with the team can be affected by what you say to the media. So be careful.
I'll be careful.
It's time to catch up with Carl. He's waiting for you in the data center. Good luck out there today.
Welcome to the data center. Here, we've got access to all kinds of information, including car telemetry, weather, lap times, tyre wear, the list goes on. Plus, we've got a direct link back to the factory, so we're in constant communication with the team there. We need you to regularly feedback about areas of the car that are lacking and help us direct our resources in the most productive way. More effort here equals a quicker car, so it's well worth the effort. Good luck this season. Oh, and make us all look good, okay?
Welcome to your new team. There's no one with a more storied history than Ferrari. You're going to have to give it everything to live up to that heritage. It's going to be hard work, but when you see the Tifosi cheering you at Monza, it'll all be worth it.
They will be cheering for me, they will be. Alright, so workstation. First time, actually let's go back, I want to look around. Yes, looks nice. Cut out the attention to detail, all these books. That's all the data. There's no data over here. I don't know what this guy's all about. Can I zoom in some places? Oh yeah, I can. I can't see much here. Well, let's go have a look at this. I have some messages from Jeff, the last forecaster in qualifying. So quality is gonna be, it's gonna be dry still. Carl, who's Carl? Yeah, nice. Okay, Emma. Okay. Carl, as I mentioned before, keeping on top of research development, critical to the car. Mauricio, hi, welcome to the team. So Sebastian. Alright, that's a
Here
nice
you can see the
welcome.
pertinent details about your current contract. On one side are the objectives and bonuses that we've negotiated with the team.
I don't care about
On
that.
the other is information regarding how you're perceived throughout the paddock, your reputation with the current team, and your overall value to them, which is a combination of these elements. Winning rivalries is a great way to earn respect from your team and around the paddock, which will help make it easier to negotiate favorable
I have a new
contracts.
helmet also, guys.
Your first rival is always your teammate, but you can choose who to declare as your second.
Yeah, the professor.
The harder
They don't
the
have the
rival from
doctor.
the eligible selection,
So I had
the
to
more
take the
respect you
professor
stand to
and driver
gain or
number
lose depending on the result.
21. I was gonna be the same as Valentino Rossi, and I wanted to be the doctor also. Okay, so that looks amazing. I like how this driver detail looks like. It could have been improved. It could have been better. It could have looked a little more professional without them being circles in each side. It could have been a little bit better. I like how they did the middle though. That looks amazing. R&D tree. Also not so detailed like in F1 2017. It's like everything is hidden a little bit. I got some resource points, so how about we improve? Power wise, we're losing out to all the Mercedes teams. Okay, so develop that and do some quality upgrades right there. I'm wondering if I should work on the chassis, which is actually no, it's actually good, and aero is actually great. So I'm probably just gonna focus on the overall. Okay, I should actually, because if I'm up there with Red Bull, I should. Yeah. Either way, it's a demo, so I don't even think I'm gonna go past Australia. So this is gonna be just for today. R&D progress. So I'm gonna get them, most of them, in like 2-3 races time. Wow. So far I'm still on the best car, so that's what matters. Mercedes and Ferrari are very close here. Wow. Okay, so wow, no electronic controls, energy store, or motor generator kinetic units. That's 2. So a limit of 2, I guess. The gearbox and event gearbox. What's this? The event gearbox is required for use in P3 qualifying and race sessions. As per Article 23 of the Sport Regulations, event gearbox must be used in the sessions for 6 consecutive races weekends before being replaced with an additional event gearbox. And this is the practice gearbox. I'm guessing this is for P1 and P2 sessions in order to limit the mileage on the event gearbox. Oh, so this is new. I didn't know about this. This is new. I like how this is different. I like how this goes. They require you to change the gearbox after P1 and P2 practice are done. Tire allocation for the weekend. I don't see no Hypersofts. I would have liked to try the Hypersofts in this game, but okay. Free practice 1. Alright guys, I hope y'all loved the video. It's gonna be just a demo. I'm a little heartbroken that I can't get F1 2018. Also been not recording 2017, been having a little bit of trouble with dirty drivers and a lot of people who are not keeping
Welcome
pace.
to our viewers from around the globe.
So I'm trying.
You join
I
us
want to
just
actually
as today's practice
create
session for the Australian Grand Prix is about to start.
Season for those
Now
who
then, Anthony
did not get
Davidson,
2018
we've had
or
some
who
really
still have
strategic races
2017
over the
and like
past
to
couple
race
of years.
So I'll probably try to manage a season, online season, for any driver that's out there listening, has friends in F1 2017 that actually want to try it and stuff like that, or let them know to hit up my line and let me know if they're trying to at least have a season.
Let's get a few laps under our belt.
So I still gotta change the engine sounds. I still gotta change my cockpit view. I mean, not the view, but how the camera looks. So I will be working on that. It doesn't look that great actually. Camera options, DB pod, field of view. A little bit more, offset lateral, vertical. A bit higher. A bit more angle. Near clip plane. Mirror angle. I'm gonna have to do something a little bit. Camera shake. I want that other way. Camera movement. Okay, so mirror angle. I'm gonna have to set those in a second. After I see where they are. Actually, I can't see them because of the halo, so I'm gonna keep them there. Okay. Oh yeah. I can't work my because I need to go change that. Control some vibration and feedback. Control scheme. Did look forward and track only. Actually, MFD multifunctional display. Up, down, left, right. Yeah, actually this is my setup. This is not my push to talk setup because I took off my push to talk, but this is my setup for the controller basically. The circle for the MFD, my free look around, what's it called? I don't call it, well, it has a name but I forgot, sorry guys. The well, you guys already know, it's the right stick. Yeah, the right stick. For my flashbacks I have the normal, the usual. This is my DRS activation, is the X. My pay limiter is the square. My voice control is the same right stick, but instead it's the button, the R3 button. I don't like to look around. My next camera button is the D-pad up. I have my clutch with my steering wheel. My ups and down on the gears are R1 and L1, so yes, I use the same, also kind of the same as my accelerator and brakes, just the one's a little bit above, and the rest is just the normal left, right, steer, and pause. So we'll save that, and I will play around with our MFD and the new ERS system, which I would love to try. So I might have to work with my steering setup. I'm gonna have to work on this. It's not as fast as I wanted actually.
DRS zone is coming up. Get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
How's that for a first time out?
You seem to have a solid handle on the lap. Let's try and perfect each turn. Remember that chaining good corners together will give you a consistency bonus.
I don't know what people were saying that this place was hard to drive. I feel more good. Than the 2017 Honda cars. What else is there?
Okay, test complete, and that was a very good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that.
What's that? Oh, the map. What's the maximum temperature the car has reached or the maximum temperature? I'm going too wide in that time.
Okay, you need to come in before you run out of fuel. Pit within 2 laps. There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining. Right, come in at the end of this lap.
This is like the first time I have the pit limiter. I think I'm gonna have to start to use it in 2017. I'm gonna have to recheck my buttons. It is pretty useful because you can use it and it would really start slowing you down, so it should be pretty useful to have it. But so far so good. You guys saw me, it didn't spin out or anything. I just had a little bit of a 2016 Sebastian Vettel moment back then when kind of went into the grass. Look at that, perfect. This is my first time out. People wouldn't believe me, but yep, this is how I drive. Everything pretty much perfect, optimal speed, positioning through every corner. This
Our
is
best lap so far is a
1:24.5. 1:24.5, and I'm just the beginning of this, so I should be getting faster as I go. Tire management. Why don't we use the same softs? Because this is how I drive. I like to drive
all set.
so
Everyone clear? Car to track.
I will be cutting some parts of this video, of course, because it's not all gonna make it completely for final touches. But I will be having fun with this demo. Sadly, I can't play against other people or have the game myself. Other than that, I would actually be playing against others. I feel like I have to go deeper into that corner because of the way my steering wheel is. I don't feel like it's completely steering as much as I wanted to. So it's gonna be all tires, so as clean as possible also. I don't feel like I'm really destroying the tires. We'll see about that. I'm not steering as much as I wanted, so I'm gonna have to work on that. And the steering feels a little more sensitive, to be honest. It does feel more sensitive when like you start turning it, but not when like at the end. It doesn't have as much rotation as I want. So I'm like missing rotation. You know what? I myself want a cockpit. I don't know if people were having trouble with this game. I understand that I haven't given the troubles that they have to. So far, the game feels. The car actually feels more stuck to the ground than the 2017. Maybe it's my setup or shit. Well, not really the setup. The car's gonna be put out. But what I meant to say was. If they want me to hit that time, I'm like really set up for it.
Job well done. We got some excellent data with that.
I feel like F1 2017 was more hard on the targets because I didn't even use the DRS in this area when I first ran the test. And I really went like perfect. Now I gotta manage my ERS. I'm getting more and more used to the car as I go on the steering side. Let's see how much time actually. Oh, I'm getting time. No. So I'm behind Magnussen on time, but I was managing my tires, and I'm still trying to get used to the game.
Pitting this lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap.
We should be able to drive the cars through the pits ourselves, actually, because it's not I'm not saying that it's not necessary for us to do it. It's just it gives you a better feeling, especially like the Assetto Corsa style pit stops where you drive the car. I mean, you're limited already. You don't have to put the pit limiter. They limit you as soon as you go in. You can go in as fast. They don't give you a penalty. It's a completely different game, of course. Here you have to
Our best lap so far
press
is
the button
1
and
minute
also
25.6.
you have to drive. I mean, it's what I'm trying to say is that, like in Assetto Corsa, you can drive the car through the pits at the limited, of course, speed limit, of course. And I mean, you set yourself up in the pits. I know it would take time off for some guys who might not brake on time or put it on the actual places where it needs to be put, you know, for like the wheels and stuff. But it will add on, like, you know, as an extra. It will add on for those who actually want it, for those who actually know they got the pace to be able to afford a mistake there in the pits, even though the other guys are not gonna have the same mistakes. So yeah, I mean, this is basically what it looks like. I do happen to be a little aggressive in turn 1, turn 5, and I believe that's turn 6, 7. I'm aggressive through all of those turns. I was gonna actually gain a lot of pace from the beginning. I was a bit nicer turn 3, turn 4, and then every single turn after, I think it's 11 and 12, yeah, after 11 and 12, everything was super smooth, super perfect, and managed to get my perfected lap score there. So I perfected the lap in my first try. Tracker simulation, I had to do 2-3 laps actually to perfect it. I think all 3 actually. Fuel management, I'm always good with this. I'm always managing my fuel. It's all about corner pace, you know, having pace with the corners. It's all about that, and not like slamming on the gas too fast, which is also pace, because if you slam it, you're gonna lose the rear.
Track is pretty empty right now. Lots of space.
I will be out again on the softs, but this time actually want to try and put a setup in the car. But where can I put a setup in the car? Where can I put a setup in the car? Accelerate time. Where can I put a setup in the car? Guys, I'm lost. I don't know where I can go to actually put a setup on this car. Car setup, there you go. Nice. So I have a custom car setup. I don't want that much fuel. I don't care. They're gonna change it later. I want a bit more there, a bit less here. I don't know about those. Actually a bit firmer. I'm putting them a bit firmer all together just cause the weight distribution feels nice. If I put it more to the rear, I'll put a little bit more to the rear. Suspension geometry, I'm gonna have to leave it like this. I'm gonna have to look for a setup eventually. I know myself, so I will have to. But so far, everything else, this is perfect. The way this is set up, it's just like, oh, right away, change whatever you gotta do. You don't gotta leave this like frame basically. So Lewis Hamilton is out in first with lap time of 1:24.8. So I'm not that far off with the softs, with a 1:25.6 in my best lap. I thought I did a 1:24 actually. So the best theoretically should be about 1,000 faster.
I know it's tempting to focus entirely on the race, but we should put a bit
Lewis.
of time aside to run the qualifying sim program. Try to run it before the end of FP3 if you can.
So fuel management. I want these softs again. Whatever amount of fuel you can give me.
Checks complete.
We'll see if this.
We're ready.
Actually, let me go on and help myself to better cornering actually. Steering saturation, the maximum lock and scales approximately increase saturation. And increase saturation increases represents an increase in sensitivity. Damn, so like okay, so I don't want to move those when I'm doing this. I mean, I do want it more sensible, but I feel like I need more steering angle. Like I need more angle. Okay, so center point of the mind of the wheel. A highly linearity value will make a center position far less sensitive than the far left and far right extents of rotation. So if I were to do this, because I mean it moves that with that, so adjust the which rotation because the maximum lock. Because the position and increase rotation percent sensitivity. So that's too early, right there. I like how there that's 100, so that's great. But then here, what does it do the difference? I'm gonna have to go with the fact that maybe the car is just not steering how I want it to steer. So ERS for speed. Oh no. Wow, that was amazing. I just like, wow, I barely clipped the car there? Let me see. Yeah, that was a barely clip in there. This is why they say that the cars are so hard in place. So my weight distribution is far too bad. It shows that F1 cars are very understated. I mean, there's a little differences that I did with the suspension actually. Is what I'm making the car look like. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit scared right now to test the apex of course, but it is all suspension. It's more fun. So I can do nothing about it. Remember guys, I will shift up early. I was just high gears. I will try to go faster. Usually towards the end of the lap, if I have enough time to coast a little bit, I usually coast. That was perfect when I first
That last lap gives you P3. We're in P3 now.
Overall, the car does feel less stable now. The brakes are pretty much awesome. Car feels actually, if I don't hit the curb, the car feels just amazing.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
So with this new setup, I have I'm actually faster with the race. I handled it too much for a while. Actually, I felt it. I actually lost a lot of time, guys. So. I cannot do a qualifying day, but I will try my best. Maybe a fast lap race. So brakes wise, like my brakes are good as well. I don't feel like the rear is really gonna stick. I mean, that was like great. That's what I need basically. I need to stick on the 7th gear. This car is a little bit more, has more grip than my 2017 car setup. Actually, I think that driving physics in this game, I'm loving it.
That lap puts you at the top of the table.
You guys saw that, I was going too fast for that area. I'm actually running out of...
Come in this lap, please. Box this lap.
I think my engine braking is not good enough.
Okay, just want to remind remind you to keep an eye on your tyre temperatures, which you can do on the temperature panel of the MFD. We monitor carcass temperature and surface temperature, and you'll get the best performance when they're both inside a normal operating window. Surface temps tend to fluctuate faster, so try a few laps with the data open and get a feel for how to control them.
So I'm guessing surface is louder. So my tires are pretty much up to speed, but the surface is not. But they felt amazing. The best thing to do is to get the most out of the fuel mix, because they're already on low fuel mode, so now it's fine. Oh shit, I'm sorry whoever that was. Let's see who that was. Verstappen. No, it was Verstappen. Sorry, Verstappen. Who's this? I want to actually try to salvage some gas. That's probably good.
Box this lap, please. Box. Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
It goes faster the higher the gears you use, because you're running less gas and lower RPMs. So far that's definitely it for now. I will be recording more stuff like higher percentages in the difficulty, different cars. Everything will be here in Australia, sadly. Everything will have to be a race with practices. Everything will have to be the demo so far. Yeah, I mean, I wish to tell you guys the difference, the reason why I can only use the demo, but this should be something that you guys can think of. I don't have the demo, and basically I didn't put the money down for it. I mean, not the demo, the actual game. Well, I'll let you guys go. Bye.